Okay, right here is a 1986 O&K RH75C. The RH75C was first introduced by O&K in 1983 as a replacement for the older and very successful RH75 model. Available from O&K in either front shovel or backhoe configurations, depending on what the customer preferred, the RH75C was designed to swing a bull clam ranging anywhere from 7.2 to 13.7 cubic yard capacity in front shovel configuration and swing a rock bucket ranging anywhere from 6.5 to 13 cubic yard capacity in backhoe configuration. A front dump shovel configuration was also offered by O&K for the RH75C, which allowed this machine to swing a front dump shovel bucket ranging anywhere from 8.5 to 15.7 cubic yard capacity. On the back of the stick, you can see the single bucket cylinder, which connects down below to the linkage to curl the bucket in or out. And on the top of the boom, you can see the two stick cylinders to push the stick in and out. And to help give you an idea of the size of an RH75C, this excavator measures 18 feet 9 inches tall from the ground to the top of the operator's cab and 17 feet 3 inches wide. Right here you can see where the two boom cylinders pin to the superstructure on the machine. And if you look right here, on the front of this machine's superstructure, here you can see the original manufacturer's plate. You can see where it says O&K, and it lists the machine's model type, an RH75C, the machine's serial number, and you can see where it is stamped the year that this machine was built in 1986. The RH75C was available from O&K with two different size track shoe options, depending on what the customer preferred and also depending on the type of ground conditions that this machine would be working on. These included 29.5-inch shoes or wider 39-inch crawler shoes. The RH75C has a top travel speed of 1.2 miles per hour. Now, let's go up on this old girl. Okay. Off to the right side on this machine, here you can see the grease barrel for the central lubrication system. And right here you can see where the boom pins to the superstructure on this machine. And from here you can get a good view of the backhoe attachment on this machine. On the back of this machine is the engine house. Right here you can see the single air intake and air cleaner for the engine. Now let's take a look at the engine itself. The RH75C was powered by a Cummins KTA 1150C water-cooled inline 6-cylinder diesel engine that produces 600 horsepower at 2100 RPM for this machine. The engine receives its fuel from a 343-gallon diesel fuel tank. And O&K also offered an electric-powered version of the RH75C, utilizing a 2 to 6 kilovolt, 400 kilowatt electric motor. The engine on this machine drives two output-governed axial piston pumps, each rated at 116 GPM, to power the front attachment and travel functions on the machine. And probably one of the most unique design features about the RH75C was that the two hydraulic pumps are mounted inside of the hydraulic oil reservoir tank. From back here, you can get a good view of the hydraulic system and control valves. Right here, you can see the single axial piston swing motor, which powers the swing function on this machine. From up top, here you can get a good overview of the top of the engine house. And you can see the grates to allow plenty of air circulation down inside by the engine when it is running to help keep it cool. Over here, you can see the top of the hydraulic oil reservoir tank. And right here, you can see the two hydraulic oil coolers. And right here you can see where all of the hydraulic lines run out to power the backhoe attachment in the front. Now let's go inside and check out the operator's cab. From here you can get a good overview of the inside of the operator's cab on the RH75C. Now let's take a look at what some of these controls do. Okay, these two hand levers that you see directly out in front of the operator's seat connect to the two foot pedals on the floor, and this controls the travel functions on this machine, just like on a smaller hydraulic excavator. So the operator can either use his hands or his feet to control the travel functions of each track. The two hydropilot joysticks that you see up to the left and right sides of the operator's seat control all of the digging functions of the backhoe attachment in the front, or if this machine were set up as a front shovel. Off to the right side control panel, here you can see all of the gauges to monitor this entire machine when it's in operation. And here you can see all of the warning lights to alert the operator in case of a malfunction. And from right here, you can get a crystal clear view of what the operator would see if he were running an RH75C. And mounted directly behind the operator's seat, you can see a built-in trainer's seat. From underneath here, you can see where the two axial piston travel motors are located, one on each crawler frame, and this is what will propel each individual track. And you can see where the hydraulic lines run from the motors through the car body of this machine and then up to the hydraulic system to power the motors. And from here you can get a good overview of the superstructure on this machine. And on the back of the machine's counterweight, you can see where it says O&K. And the overall operating weight of an RH75C in backhoe configuration can range anywhere from 121.2 to 129.5 tons. In front shovel configuration, this machine weighs in between 128.4 to 131.7 tons. The RH75C remained in production until 1989, when this machine was discontinued from O&K's product line. But there she is, a 1986 O&K RH75C.